Okay, so here we have our little soil station. I had been telling my dad how I bought this package from the dollar store that I was planning to plant my seeds in this year. I normally get my plants from my sister-in-law's dad, but he retired now, so he no longer has a vegetable greenhouse. So I had big plans for seeds this year. But why again? I think you said it outside, but tell us again why you don't want to use.
I don't like using stuff like this because it's so small that you got to water them all the time and they dry out really quick. If I left this in that greenhouse and it got 100 degrees, these would dry up. My plants would die before I even got to water them again. So,
Yeah.
And plus, if weeds grow in here and you've got to pull the weed out, half the time you'll pull the plant with it. So these in the fall, driving around, you can find these on the side of the road when people put their recycling out. And
So you just root around in people's garbage?
I got lucky and greenhouse was going out of business and I managed to get a whole skid full of them. So it was like gold. But anyways, tell your friends, don't throw out your pots. Give them to me and then you can use them. The nice thing about this is there's lots of room. I water this. I can probably 2 days later water it again. It's not going to dry out that much.
Yeah, but you got to put a lot more soil in then, so it'll cost you an arm and a leg in soil.
Right. That too. I don't like buying tons of soil. So I did buy this. It's good. This has no weeds in it. So that's good. This is from the garden. I put a little bit of peat moss in it, but it definitely has some weeds in it. So in order to stop the weeds from growing, it's like when you hoe your garden, you keep pulling weeds up to the surface and more weeds grow. So you got to hoe it again. Weeds will grow if they're on the surface of the soil getting water and sun and heat and dot to dot. So what I do to stop that is I just scoop out some dirt, pack it down, make sure it's about 1 inch from the top, and then I take my soil, put it on top. Now I've got a full pot of soil for probably 1/10 of the cost. So.
Okay, so that is the potting soil what prevents the weeds from growing?
Well, it's because now the weeds are, if there is weed seed, it's down here and it's not getting light.
Okay.
It's not going to germinate. It's not getting the warmth. It's just, it germinates when it's close to the top.
So no weeds will grow in that?
There might be a few weeds. So what I will do is I'll take the pots and I'll bring them out to my greenhouse. And you can do this in your cold frame too. Just water them. I just water them. If weeds do grow, now's the time that I can pull the weeds out or spray them, kill them, whatever. And then when I put my seeds into the pot, they'll start growing and I won't have weeds. This from watering, this you can see this one has settled already. This will settle down and all I got to do is sprinkle my seeds on there, put more dirt on, and away they go.
Nice. All right, I think that's probably enough tips for today. Let us know if you like Pete's DIY gardening tips, and then maybe he can come back. Thanks, Dad.
Happy gardening.